All right, now we're turning to the water. This is Dustin Taylor, a Galesburg native. What you're looking at is a photo of him earlier this month when he won the Bass Nation State Championship in Albany, Illinois. This has been a lifelong dream of Dustin's. He's already a 3-time state champion in the Bass Federation fishing tournament, and now with this different Bass Nation win, he's achieved the dual crown of sorts in Illinois fishing. So we have Dustin joining us right here on The Current. Dustin, congratulations. How does it feel to be Bass Nation champion?
It feels great. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I can imagine. Let's lay this out for people. How big of a deal is it to win Bass Nation?
A lot of people, the Bass Nation has a lot of members nationwide. Illinois has quite a few. And I've tried back in 1993 and 4 to get there. And then I started again about 5 years ago and finally got there again.
Wow. So what did you have to do to bring home the win this time? What did you catch and how long did it take?
Our tournaments are generally 8-hour days. It was 2 days. We get to bring in 5 bass over 14 inches, and I had 26 pounds and change for 2 days. So it ended up being pretty good. I just had to find some moving water with a little bit of depth to it because the cold front shut the grass bite off. So I got lucky and found them.
Well, I wouldn't say it's luck. I mean, you've been fishing for your whole life. We just saw a photo of you as a young child fishing. I mean, how did you get into this sport?
My babysitters took me fishing. My dad, my grandpa, they all went fishing. And then next thing you know, my mom and dad were both fishing tournaments, and I just kind of got absorbed.
You've always kind of been around it. And I think your mom has a really cool story as well. She was part of one of the only dual women teams. How did that work?
Yeah, back in the late 80s, early 90s, my mom had a female team partner, and they traveled around Illinois and eastern Iowa and fished bass tournaments as a team. It was pretty unique.
So, there's a difference between being into fishing and being into competitive tournament fishing. Did you always know you were into the tournament side of things as well?
Yeah, I've always been kind of competitive, but once it came to fishing, I made sure nobody around me would beat me, and it just kind of carried into the tournament thing.
So you mentioned at the top, how many years you've been trying for Bass Nation. What does it feel like now to be state champion in both of these two different angles of this tournament? I mean, does it feel like you're done? You can kind of hang up the fishing poles, or what's next for you?
I don't think I can hang them up yet. I still got quite a few years left in me, but maybe I'll try to start fishing a little bit bigger stuff. I got 7 years to retirement, and we'll see if I can save up and try to fish more regionally. Back to that fishing question.
Yeah.
About what does it take? It takes a real supportive crew around home. My wife just started a new job as a nurse practitioner today, but she allows me to be gone and the freedom to actually go and do this. So without her, I'd never be able to travel and do as much as I do. So I appreciate her letting me chase my dreams.
Yeah, it's always great to have someone in your corner like that. Well, how often are you out on the water fishing right now?
I pretty much try to go right now at least once a weekend. Pretty much I'll start that in mid-March and go all the way through November.
Okay, hold on a second. I thought you mentioned to me earlier, don't you also go ice fishing in the winter? Is this a year-round thing?
Oh yeah, I go ice fishing in the winter, but that's when I catch my bluegill and crappie to put on the dinner table.
Right, of course. Okay, so when you're bass fishing and when you're in doubt, what's your go-to lure that you're throwing in? I know every fisherman's got one and nothing else is working. What are you going for?
I throw 3 or 4 different things, but my main thing is an Angler Assets DT crawl jig that was named after me. So I catch quite a few bass on that with a Zoom trailer.
Dustin, I feel like every time we talk, you drop a new piece of lore. That is so incredible. How did you get that named after you?
It was a color that I was using at a lake. We kind of named it the Lake Warren jig back in the day, but when I got with Angler Assets, they started making it for me, and so we called it the DT crawl.
I love it. Well, Dustin, what's your advice? If someone wants to get into fishing, whether it be competitive or just for fun, what advice you got for us?
You gotta love it. You gotta learn to enjoy it. If you can continue to enjoy it, you'll keep doing it, but don't let it be a burden.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I bet everyone wants to know, what is the biggest fish that you've caught in your career?
Bass, I've only had an 8-pound bass, but I fished a tournament a few years ago on Lake Decatur and caught a 60-pound flathead in the middle of the tournament. It didn't count, but it was fun.
60-pound flathead, you said?
Yep.
Jeez, I bet that was a fight getting that thing to the boat.
Yeah, I had quite a few of the tournament guys trying to figure out what I was catching, but after about 10 minutes, they figured it out.
Well, Dustin, congratulations. Seriously, what an accomplishment to be state champion. We're so happy for you. Here's to lots more tournaments.
Hey, thanks for having me.
If you guys at home want to share Dustin's story, we have our online version up at WQAD.com underneath the As Seen on TV tab at the top of the homepage.